Listen, there is a mountain called Hermon, a place of silent, stone-cold promise where an ancient secret began. Before we go deeper into this ancient mystery, subscribe if you want more hidden stories and forgotten knowledge that most people never hear. This is the story of 200 watchers, not of this world, who saw humanity and decided to descend. They came down from the heavens, drawn by a forbidden curiosity, and they brought with them a terrible, intoxicating gift. In the old texts, long dismissed by many, these beings are called the Watchers, a class of angel. They made a solemn, binding pact on that mountain peak, a vow to take earthly wives and to share what was not theirs to share. What followed was not a blessing, but a slow, creeping poison that infected the very root of human civilization. These angels taught humanity things that were meant to remain hidden, knowledge too sharp for the hands of mortals. They did not teach kindness or patience. They taught secrets. The first of them, the leader, gave humankind the craft of making weapons, swords, and shields and armor, knowledge that swiftly turned neighbor against neighbor. Suddenly, the simple need for survival was replaced by the thirst for domination. Before this, conflict was perhaps crude, but now it was efficient, deadly, and driven by steel. Another watcher taught humanity how to make and wear adornments, how to use makeup, and how to tint their hair. This may seem innocent, but the stories say it led to an obsession with surface, with vanity, and with a kind of internal corruption. It drew attention away from wisdom and toward fleeting outward appearances. Pride became a disease. Listen closely to how this narrative unfolds. These secrets were not inherently evil, but they were given without wisdom, without a moral framework to contain them. Knowledge, like fire, can warm a home or burn down a world, depending on the hand that holds it. These divine secrets were placed into the hands of a species not yet ready to handle them responsibly. They were taught about root cuttings, about pharmacology, and about astrology, the movement of the stars. In the eyes of the ancients, this was knowledge that led to sorcery, to a desire to manipulate the fundamental powers of the universe for selfish gain. It was a fast track to power without the necessary humility. The immediate result of this forbidden education was chaos. The texts describe a world quickly filling with giants, the offspring of the Watchers and human women who consumed everything. They describe a land soaked in blood, filled with violence, and utterly corrupt. This wasn't a punishment from above, but a natural consequence of the knowledge that had been unleashed. Humanity was unable to govern itself once given the power to utterly destroy itself. It is a common psychological truth that our fascination with technology, our desire to know how everything works, often outpaces our understanding of if we should do it. That is the core of this ancient story. It is a powerful warning about the danger of raw, unearned knowledge. When knowledge becomes an end in itself, divorced from compassion and responsibility, it breeds a kind of moral blindness. It creates systems of power, corruption, and greed that ultimately turn in on themselves, dissolving the very foundations of society. Think about the warnings in these stories. They are not just about fallen angels, they are about human nature. The endless quest for more power, more wealth, more destructive force is the modern reflection of the ancient sickness. Listen, the Watchers simply provided the tools, but humanity eagerly picked them up and used them without restraint. The story culminates in the total destruction of that world, a great flood that wiped the slate clean. This final act was not merely divine anger, but the necessary termination of a system that had become irredeemable.
The human experiment had become a complete failure due to the weight of forbidden knowledge. This is why we still tell these myths. They ask us a question. What do we do with the powerful knowledge we possess today? Do we use our technology for creation and connection? Or does our constant pursuit of new, unchecked power lead us back to the same destructive cycle? The ancient texts say the watches were bound and imprisoned beneath the earth for their crimes. But the secrets they left behind, the obsession with dominance and surface appearance, are still with us. The real lesson of the 200 angels is not about celestial beings, but about human humility. True wisdom is knowing where the boundaries lie. It is understanding that knowledge without a moral compass is a path to ruin. We must choose responsibility over curiosity and conscience over conquest. We must learn to watch ourselves better than the angels watched us.